What's going on, good people? Hey. As always, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Now, the 2019 draft is what? Man, it's out of there. They're no longer prospects. They are now Dallas Cowboys. They're Washington Redskins. They're Giants. Daniel Jones. Thank you, Giants, for drafting the Daniel Joneses of the world. They're Eagles. They're all over the league. They now belong to us. And you guys know who my pet cat is. Y'all know who it is. It's that doggone Tony Pollard. All right? Now, look, I was extremely high on this guy around the Senior Bowl time, around the Senior Bowl season, all draft period. Started to really get high on some other prospects, but let's be honest. I was driving the Tony Pollard bus, if you will. And now that we have him, I wanted to lead off kind of my off-season discussion with this topic, all right? Tony Pollard. He's a better version of Lance Dunbar. So what we got to figure out is who's the odd man out. And right now, I'm going to just go out on a limb. I've been right before. I've been wrong before. And now Tavon Austin is looking like the odd man out. But before I get to any of that, guys, thank you always for growing with me. Today is a big day for me. For me. You guys know I'm a drummer. You guys know that I make music. I create content. I just did a tiny desk with a really big band, Toro EMY. You guys check that out on nprmusic.com. But we just dropped a visual. The visual is called Creep. All right. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds of it. Stay with me for 30 seconds, y'all. Support that. Go drop a comment on the video. I will leave the link for that video in the description box. Go drop a comment. You don't got to say, Cowboys Nation. Just say, yo, this video is tight, Foots, much love. Go follow us, all that. It's Foots and Codes. We worked really, really hard on this video. I'm extremely, extremely proud of my work. It took hours. It took money. It took me grinding. It took me and Coles coming up with ideas, making mistakes, failing. So you guys just check it out. Here it goes. The official Creep video is out. Here goes a 30-second snippet.
So who's the one you love? Tell me this just an accident, tragic as I imagine it. That side of you was passionate. I never been the type to channel it. Idle feelings cause abandonment. You always been the candidate. You said I could have handled it. The truth could be so scandalous, I ran from it. Got played the past similar like manuscript. Utilize them notes again and put them in this song I'm in. What's that song that TLC made? Your other half creeping on you without shame. I'm telling you things like this prevents gain. Introduce you to more pain. Flammable like you Wu-Tang. Keep you running like Hussein Law. So who's the one you love? You know it comes to trust. Like, yeah, I know my car, but I don't know.
So guys, please just continue to support, show love. As a content creator, music, football coach, when you guys leave good comments and show that love, man, it keeps me going. It turns me up. I ain't gonna hold you. So thanks, y'all. Much, much love. Now, let's get to this video. So, you guys remember Mr. Lance Dunbar? Remember? Had that juice, but just couldn't stay healthy. But he had that juice nonetheless, and you would have liked for him to be able to play with a player like Zeke because he would have been the perfect complement. But there were holes to Lance Dunbar's game. Number one, he couldn't stay healthy. Number two, running between the tackles, though he could do it, though there are highlights of him doing it, that wasn't really his bag. Number three, physicalness, and that's probably the reason why he couldn't stay healthy. He would always kind of tease you. He would never give you the full bag. He would make some plays and then be hurt the next week or this, that, and the third. But the reason why I call Tony Pollard an upgrade, let's get to it. So, right now, we need to get to who is Tony Pollard? Well, at Memphis, he shared carries and he shared touches with Darrell Henderson. Darrell Henderson just got drafted to the Rams. Actually, my buddy Coles is a Rams fan, and I told him that they're getting a really good back. The only thing is they got the wrong back. The thing that Tony Pollard is, the player that he is, really, I don't want to jump off a cliff and call him Alvin Kamara. He's not quite as elusive. But doggone it, he's close, all right? He is a master of all trades. I hate when people say he's a jack of all trades and master of none. No, he's a master of all trades. And you know what else he can master? he masters playing his role. He played the same role that he's going to play in Dallas. He played it at Memphis. There's something to be said about that. Something to be said about being a smooth route runner as a back. Something to be said about being able to lower your shoulder. Something to be said about being able to be a blocker. Now, let's go through the numbers. 7 returns for touchdowns. 552 yards in 2018 rushing. 6 TDs, and then 458 receiving yards in 2018 and 3 TDs. So he is the definition of versatile, but you got to really turn on the tape. And let's go back again to that same video where you see him actually running the football extremely, extremely hard with power. Here it goes.
Out of the shotgun, need the 44.
Good pass, pro.
What was the name of the guy in the Monkeys? Was it Pollard? The 10. Pollard, a cutback.
Hey, let's go, Pollard. Good run, sir. All right, guys. So that was at the Senior Bowl. That was against, NFL type talent. I was just reading something that Phil Savage and those guys over the Senior Bowl had like 80% of that class who went drafted. That's pretty good. All right, so that is NFL type talent that's at the Senior Bowl. And Tony Pollard, frankly, made him look stupid. You guys are YouTubers or on YouTube or like to watch content. I'm sure you guys have seen all the electric returns and this, that, and the third. But the thing that you like about the player is he's not just that. He has more in his bag. He has the power. He's able to protect and pass. He's able to pass. That's the biggest thing. Like, being a drafted back, that's another reason why I like Mike Weber. Lord, I don't know how to say his name, but he's well-rounded. But Tony Pollard is the same thing, and he clocked a 4.3 at Memphis Pro Day. So just the juice. It's a real thing. Now, we need to talk about how he fits in Dallas. When you think about how he fits in Dallas, we obviously know he will not challenge for Ezekiel Elliott's job. So let's not, I won't even jump out the window and do a stupid video, or you may see people, he won't challenge for Ezekiel Elliott's job. Neither will Mike Weaver. He may challenge for Rod Smith's job, and maybe I might do that topic later, but he won't challenge for Ezekiel Elliott's job. But he can add that juice to what Ezekiel Elliott does. There are times in games where, let's just be honest, the defense has kind of figured out how to stop Ezekiel Elliott. They're used to his punches that he's throwing. You bring in a lightning bolt and just mess their whole head up. It's kind of like Alvin Kamara, and while they have Mark Ingram, we have a better version of Mark Ingram and Ezekiel Elliott. So it's a 1-2 punch where a defense who has that slow linebacker who is built to kind of bang with Zeke, he won't be able to run with Pollard. He won't be able to, because Pollard can really run routes. Right now, he can run better routes than Zeke. I don't think that shouldn't be a breaking news to anybody. But he adds the juice. Now, he's already a punt returner. He's already a kick returner. So special teams, you could bring him to the game day roster because he can do that for you. And if you watch the Senior Bowl, you see that he's not a gadget guy. He's not gadget. He won't be gadget in Dallas. He's a football player. So he comes in and it's not like one of these things where you had a Lance Dunbar, Tavon, you kind of knew the ball, or Lucky Whitehead, you knew the ball was going to him. He can steal a possession or two from Zeke in the offense. And that's what I like about Pollard. That's why I say he really has a fit and a role for this team. You don't draft a 4th rounder to stash him. He's got to compete for touches and for playing time. And that's big. And what we know about the Cowboys and the Cowboys brass, what they want to do is they want to draft and they want to give you every opportunity. He's going to have every opportunity this offseason to do what? To make plays. And that's what he did in Memphis. That's what he's going to do in the league. Trust me. Now, I got to be the Grim Reaper. We got to talk about Tavon Austin and what's his role. Cowboys fans, you tell me, because right now I hear the what? I hear the crickets. And I have some numbers for you guys that you're not going to like it. All right, here we go. Guys, in 2018, Tavon Austin played 7 games, if you want to include the playoff games. All right, so those 2 playoff games. He was hurt, and you're not going to like these numbers. 8 catches, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really? Tony Pollard is a cheaper option, has the same amount of juice. I know that we got used to the highlights and the plays that he would sometimes make for the Rams and the stuff he was doing, running around. But even him and Dak, they really run on the same page. I got to know, can Tavon Austin make it through a season? Can he make it through a game? He's one of those guys to where it was like the same way I felt about Cole Beasley. When he caught the ball and you saw him get hit, you just kind of said, ugh. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to be hypocrite here. When we got Tavon Austin last year around this time, I loved it. The hype was there, going to be a different change of pace for Dak and this, that, and the third. But if we're being honest, it just didn't pan out. So now I got to unpat myself on the back and say, the Cowboys need to keep this option open to do what? To possibly move on. All I'm saying, guys, is 8 catches, 140 yards. That didn't really have an impact on this offense. And if I got a younger guy who can do more for me and is more of a true running threat, but also doesn't give up much in the passing game, like can go out for routes and can run pretty much every route tree concept the Cowboys are going to ask him to do. And this is 100% a Kellen Moore pick. All right, his offense, he wants to do some things differently. He wants to scheme some things differently. All I'm saying is, remember you heard it here first, Tavon Austin might be the odd man out. Cowboys fans, what do you guys think about that? As always, let me know. Get in the comment box. Listen, I'm going to be doing a bunch of content. I'm going to be doing a bunch of topics. I've been going hard. This is my 3rd video in like 2 days. I don't care. I got more work coming. I may take a break tomorrow, then I'm right back at it. Getting through this whole draft class. You guys let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Make sure you guys go check out that Creep visual. It's your boy Foots, the King. Hey.